We are live.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the May 6th regular meeting of the East Hampton Town Board. Carol, would you please read the roll call?
Councilwoman Burke Gonzalez.
Present.
Councilman Lees.
You're muted, Councilman Lees.
Present.
Councilwoman Overby.
Here.
Councilman Bragman.
Here.
Supervisor Van Scoyac.
Present. Please join me in saying the Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the
United States of America,
to the
republic
for which it stands,
one nation,
under God,
indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Today's meeting, we have two public hearings and then we have resolution followed by a public portion, but we are going to kick things off today with Hugh King, who's our town historian. Welcome, Hugh.
Thank you, Mr. Supervisor. This is springtime. I was going to talk about this at the last meeting, but I didn't make it. And what happened in the springtime in East Hampton? The cattle drives, the sheep drives to Montauk, or Montauk, as Carlton and Sherry Foster. So I have a question for each board member today to research for our next meeting. Okey doke?
Okay.
Okay, Councilwoman Gonzalez. Can you find information of what role did the trustees play in these cattle and sheep drives to Montauk? Okay. Councilman Lees, we always talk about second house and third house, but why don't you see what you can find out about first house? And by the way, Councilman Lees, your question about the street signs being horizontal or perpendicular, the only story I could even think about is maybe, remember the town was formed where the village is now, around Village Green. And maybe, I don't know when street signs came into being, but suppose the street signs in Maidstone and Kent were horizontal. Maybe that's why they put them here, but that's the only guess.
We'll do a field trip, Hugh. How's that sound?
They might not let us back in. So no. Okay, Supervisor Van Scoyac, can you find out information about the role Arthur Benson played in Montauk?
Okay.
Okay, and Councilwoman Overby, can you find out how these cattle and sheep drives involve the Montaukets?
Oh, okay, great.
Now, I was going to ask the board, the next time you ask me questions, can I only take questions from Councilman Bragman? No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Okay. Councilman Bragman, your question is going to be the most difficult because you got a layup last time. So can you figure out when the cattle drives began in the town and when did they end? Okay.
Yes, I got it.
Okay. So we'll see you next time.
Thanks so much, Hugh.
Okay.
Best to you and Loretta.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. So Carol, would you please read the first hearing notice?
Take notice that the Town Board of the Town of East Hampton will hold a public hearing on May 6th at 2 p.m. in the Town Board Meeting Room, Town Hall, 159 Panago Road, East Hampton, or as soon thereafter as this matter may be heard on a proposed local law providing for the adoption of a revised community preservation project plan pursuant to Section 64E of the New York Town Law, which provides for the preservation of open space, historic places, and recreational areas within the town of East Hampton, including the incorporated villages therein, to include approximately 1.3 acres of developed land located at 190 Town Lane, East Hampton, reputedly owned by Carrie Gilbert and identified on the Suffolk County tax map as 300-167-22. Due to the public health and safety concerns related to COVID-19, the town board will not be meeting in person. In accordance with the governor's executive order 202.1, the May 6th meeting of the town board will be held via video conferencing and a transcript will be provided at a later date. The public will have the opportunity to see and hear the meeting live and provide comments. The public can watch the live meeting on local TV channel 22 or live online from the public meetings link on the LTV website. If any interested members of the public would like to provide comments on the public hearing, Comments can be called in during the meeting at the call-in number provided herein and on the town's website and displayed at the live feed at the time of the hearing, 351-888-6511. Pursuant to the requirements of the executive order of the governor of the state of New York, a transcript will be prepared of the public hearing and a copy shall be filed with the town clerk and placed upon the town's website. Any comments will be accepted in writing by the town board to be received by email to cbrennan@ehamptonny.gov or by mail to the town clerk, 159 Panago Road, East Hampton, and actually received by the close of business on May 6th, or 1 week after the posting of the hearing transcript, whichever is latter. Please check the meeting agenda posted on the website for any changes to the instructions to access the virtual meeting or updated information.
I will entertain a motion to combine the two public hearings today.
Make a
So
motion.
moved.
I have a second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Passed and carried.
Take notice that the town board of the town of East Hampton will hold a public hearing pursuant to section 247 of the general municipal law and section 64E8 of the town law of the state of New York on May 6th at 2 p.m. or soon thereafter, as this matter may be heard to consider the following: the town's acquisition for the establishment of parks, nature preserves, or recreational areas with community preservation funds of a developed property located at 190 Town Lane, East Hampton, reputedly owned by Carrie Gilbert and consisting of approximately 1.3 acres of land at a cost to the town of East Hampton not to exceed $885,000 plus reasonable survey, title, prorated tax, and recording charges. Said property being described on the Suffolk County tax map as 300-167-2-2. An amendment to the 2021 CPF Management and Stewardship Plan to include said property.
Thank you, Carol. Today we have with us Scott Wilson, our Director of Land Management. Scott, would you care to introduce the property?
Sure, I'd be happy to. So this property is almost at the intersection of Town Lane and Abraham's Path. The parcel is primarily wooded with a small house and associated structures on the front third of the property, closest to Town Lane. Please note that the town board had considered keeping the house for recreational use. However, after a structural assessment and in consideration of the cost of general funds to keep recreational buildings, the board has elected to remove the structures. The property is within the special groundwater protection area, but its importance is in its proximity to other recreational properties. As you can see on the aerial, the property is bordered by Amagansett Youth Park to the east and Island Tennis to the south. It is the possibility of future expansion of the youth park that makes it a strong candidate for acquisition. This parcel meets the criteria set forth in Town Law 64E. I'll ask the board to pass a resolution adding this property to the CPF project plan and one to acquire.
Please continue, Scott. I think Mr. Bragman's done with his dog.
I'm sorry.
It was a good dog, though.
I thought I was muted.
Good dog.
Good dog.
We're all good to go now?
That's
Do we
through.
have any callers on the line, Michael?
Yes, we do. We have two callers. I could take
Okay,
the
let's see
first.
if they want to speak to this hearing.
Okay.
Acquisition.
The first caller's last four digits are 4541. I'll unmute that caller now.
I'm just waiting for the public portion, not this public hearing.
Thank you.
Very good. We'll come back to you shortly. Thank you.
There's a second caller on hold. I'll unmute. The last four digits are 8764.
Good afternoon. This is David Booth. I have a question really that's directed to Scott Wilson, probably the best person to answer it. Since this property has improvements and since it's intended to be used to expand the adjacent recreational area, and you're not requiring the seller to remove them at the seller's expense, I'm wondering whether it's appropriate to purchase that structure with CPF funds. I'm not sure if you said you intend to use it for the recreational purpose or demolish it at the expense of the town. I'm wondering if someone could clarify whether it's appropriate for the CPF funds to be used to purchase the structures, because on other situations you've separated out the value of the structures, such as the property in Springs at the end of that's proposed for the aquaculture center expansion.
I'm sorry, were my comments not clear? Yeah, I was trying to indicate that, in fact, when we were originally looking at this property, the board was undecided whether we were going to keep it or not. The board is fully aware that if they decided to keep the structures, that we would have to segregate out the value of the structure versus the value of the land. In this instance, we had a structural assessment done in consideration of the costs. We have, or the town board has elected to remove the structures. So they will be demolished. The property will be returned to green space. Hopefully that answers
I'm
your
not
question.
saying you were unclear. It does. I'm not saying you were unclear. I probably just couldn't hear what you were saying. So
okay.
Thank you. Thank
you, David. Be well. Do we have any other callers on the line, Michael?
No, we do not, other than the first caller waiting for public comment.
I'll entertain a motion to close.
Motion to close.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Passed and carried. At this point, we can go to public portion. I believe we do have a caller who wanted to make comments during the general public portion.
Yes, again, I'll unmute that caller. The last 4 digits of their phone are 4541.
Yeah, hi, this is Joe Karpinski. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, Joe. How are you today?
I'm doing fine, thank you very much. On
Great.
your recommendation, now that the full agreements are on the website for the town, I've checked both the 80-page agreement and your 16-page agreement and your 113-page agreement. With that, I also correlate that upon the State Comptroller LIPA contract that they have there, and they're 137 pages. In both of the contract and the agreement, there's multiple references to Article 7 and Article 7 certificate. But nowhere does it have any Article 7 or Article 7 certificate to view. So what is that? Where is that? And how does one obtain a copy to view that?
We can certainly make sure that link is up on the website. I actually thought it already was, and we'll check up on that and get it up for you. You could also go to the PSC and get it directly from them. And I can give you the number for that application.
Well, do you not know what it is, Supervisor, since you did sign an agreement with it?
Excuse me, I do not know what is. What are you saying?
Article 7.
I know exactly what Article 7
What is Article 7?
It's the process by which these types of applications are reviewed and permitted by the state of New York.
So it's a state document that hasn't been reviewed yet, but you signed off on it?
No, I don't think you understand the process here. We signed easements, access easements with the wind developer to land the cable.
Yes, and it says that you're beholden to Article 7 and Article 7 certificates. So I'm just curious where I can see the Article 7 certificates and the Article 7 itself.
That's correct. And you would find that information on the PSC website, and we'll certainly put a link to it on our website now that you've pointed out you couldn't find it. It may actually be there, but we'll look into that. This is a New York State Public Service Commission certificate that the state of New York issues, and is not something that the town issues.
Okay, that's fine. I will look at it there. I will also remind you the other day when you mentioned the $1.58 that was wrong. It's $1.57 according to the pamphlet. But once again, that's not in a contract. And if you follow down that page 3 of that pamphlet, it also does say that it's 16 cents a kilowatt hour for the first 90 megawatts, and then an additional 8.6 for the continued 40 megawatts after purchase. So, out of curiosity, I'm just going to say you still hold true to the $1.57 and the 0.2 of a kilowatt hour increase, as you stated the other day. Also, I'd also like to know, how do you know that there's a 39% increase in fossil fuel costs post-pandemic when we're not in post-pandemic, unless you do know the date of post-pandemic?
I'm just referring to a news story which said that the anticipated increase in gasoline prices this summer was 39%. Whether or not that comes to
And what news story was that, and where can that be referenced?
that was on the national news, channel 4, which would be NBC, I believe. Maybe you want to go to the website and look it up.
Okay, well, maybe you want to go down to Bayview Avenue and enforce the law, so you can do that too. But that's besides the point. So don't worry, we'll be talking again next week, I'm
I don't know what you're
sure.
referring to with that, Joe. I'm sorry.
You don't know what I'm referring to in regards to Bayview Avenue, and you have no clue about Bayview Avenue? I'd like to know that's true. That's your official statement. You have no clue about Bayview Avenue.
Well, Bayview Avenue is a road.
Yes, it certainly is. And what are the issues with Bayview Avenue? And you don't want to enforce the law?
I don't know what you're referring to, Joe. I wish you'd be more specific. And I think
Don't worry, I'll give you a couple of days to figure it out, and we'll certainly be talking on Tuesday. So you guys have a great time. All right?
Yeah,
Thank you.
Joe, I think if you're planning on conducting yourself as a public official in the future, that maybe you take a little different tact and just be straight up with what you want to know.
I said Bayview Avenue enforcing the law. I think that you would know that, since I know that you were certainly given a document about enforcing the law.
Okay, thank you very much, Joe, for calling. We look forward to repeated calls from you as the election process moves forward. Thank you.
Don't worry, we can't wait for you to get out of office, so take care. Bye.
Thank you very much for calling. Do we have any other callers on the line, Michael?
No, we do not.
Okay, then I think we can move on with resolutions.
Okay, let's start with.
You have resolutions to offer?
I do, starting with resolution 221-548. It's approval of the warrant. Claims total $1,017,075.06, and the utility warrant totals $38,896.11.
Second.
We have all in favor?
Aye.
Passed and carried.
2021-549 is approval of Corey's Wave LLC special event permit for 2021. This is to hold surf lessons at Ditch Plains in Montauk. And you recall at the work session on Tuesday, I went through the conditions.
We have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Passed and carried.
550 is for Diane Patrizio, Director of Human Services, to attend the National Council on Aging 2021. It's a virtual conference in June for 4 days, and the financial impact is $250.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, passed and carried.
551 is a notice to bidders, EH21-020. It's for miscellaneous food items for May 2021. The bid is available May 6th and due back May 20th.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Passed and carried.
552 is to amend resolution number 2021-375, where we accepted the bid for supply and delivery of food service and kitchenware items. Item 131, aluminum pans with lids, needs to be removed from APCO Paper and Plastics and added to Middle of Food of New York.
Second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, passed and carried. Carol, are you keeping up with who's seconding here?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. It's a little hard to tell with 2 or 3 people chiming in.
Must be the delay. There's a delay here.
2021-553 is a payout upon resignation of Deborah Marisi. Deborah served as a full-time assistant cook in our nutrition program. The gross total of her payout is $879.48. And I'd like to thank Deb for her service to our community and our seniors. She was part of the team that prepared the 70,000 meals in the first 12 months of COVID.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, passed and carried.
2021-554 is to adopt local law amending Chapter 141 Fire Prevention, Article 2, Administrative Provisions, Section 141-9, permits, and this was to revise the permit schedule so that we could add certain additional permits and to include a provision for fees for these permits that can be set from time to time by a resolution of the town board.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye, passed and carried.
Resolution 2021-555, there's an error in the title. It should read, it's a secret bond resolution for the construction of replacement boat ramp at Alewife Brook. And the construction of the replacement boat ramp at Alewife Brook is a type 2 action pursuant to the provision of SECRA and requires no environmental review. So I'm offering this as amended.
Second as amended.
All in favor?
Aye.
I'd like to offer Resolution 2021-556. This is a bond authorization for $200,000 for the boat ramp at Alewife Brook reconstruction. The PPU is 10 years.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Roll call.
Do roll call, Maureen.
Roll call, please, Carol.
Councilwoman Burke Gonzalez,
Aye.
Councilman Lees,
Aye.
Councilwoman Overby,
Aye.
Councilman Bragman,
Aye.
Supervisor Van Scoyac.
Aye, passed and carried.
I'd like to offer Resolution 2021-557. It's a notice of public hearing for the 2021 Water Quality RFA Grant Awards. Whereas we are considering the Community Preservation Fund's water quality improvement projects proposed for 2021, using 20% of the water quality funding program established under Local Law 112-4. We heard this at our at our work session on Tuesday. We're looking to approve 6 eligible projects, including stormwater abatement design at the Route 27 rest stop, submitted by the Friends of Georgia Pond, the reduction in groundwater nitrogen input into Georgia Pond, submitted by the Peconic Land Trust, sewage treatment plant installation for Montauk Shores condominiums, sewer shed engineering design and expansion of the sewer area for the village of Sag Harbor, and a Harding Terrace green infrastructure rain garden submitted by Nineveh Property Owners Association, and also a phase 2 multi-phase PRB at the Springs General Store. The total awards would be $666,503, would be increased to $745,728 if funds were available to award the Cornell Cooperative Extension Program for phase 1 of the project. The public hearing will be held on May 20th, 2021 at 11 a.m.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay. I thought you froze there for a second, Peter.
You did. I'm sorry about that. I froze. Passed and carried.
I'd like to offer 2021-558. This is the point seasonal lifeguards for May 2021. These will be for lifeguards effective May 15, 2021 through September 18, 2021. There's various people at various salaries, but the appointments will be for advanced bay lifeguards, advanced ocean lifeguards, captain of lifeguards, lieutenant lifeguard, lifeguard trainer, senior lifeguard, and also senior lieutenant lifeguards.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Passed and carried.
559 is a status change from part-time to seasonal in the Parks Department for various individuals. This would be effective May 15th and no change to the hourly salary. This will go from part-time to seasonal for custodial worker 1s and laborers.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye, passed and carried.
I'd like to offer 2021-560. This is a status change for preseason lifeguards for 2021, where the employees are now changing the status to seasonal positions at no change in hourly rates. Effective May 15th, 2021, these positions would be for Assistant Chief Lifeguard in McGanza and Montauk, Captain Lifeguards, Chief Lifeguards, District Chief Lifeguards, Montauk and Amagansett, Lifeguard Coordinators, Lifeguard Trainers, Senior Lifeguards, Senior Lieutenant Lifeguards also.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye, passed and carried.
Resolution 2021-561 is a status change from part-time to seasonal in the recreational department, whereby there will be no change in hourly salaries effective May 15, 2021 for the following positions: Assistant Recreational Leader and also Recreational Aide, recreational aid 2, and recreational specialist.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Passed and carried.
2021-562 is a refund for spring soccer season in the amount of $45 to Danielle Mancinelli, whose son was unable to attend.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Passed and carried.
Resolution 563 is to authorize the payment to PSE&G Long Island for the 2020 invoices for the Noyak Tower that were never paid. The outstanding 2020 invoices are in the amount of $3,213.54 to be paid out of budget line A1620-54310.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Passed and carried.
Resolution 564 is a status change for Marine Patrol officers for 2021, where now they'll be hereby changed from status to seasonal positions with no change in hourly rates. They're all harbor masters, multiple names, and they'll be effective through May 15th, 2021 through September 18th, 2021.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Passed and carried.
Resolution 565 is reject the bid of EH 21016. This has been for the purchase of delivery of jet skis for 2021. We are rejecting this because we had no response to the solicitation.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Passed and carried.
Then I'd like to offer Resolution 2021-566. This is a notice to bidders for EH 21-022, purchase and delivery of jet skis 2021. This is a rebid. The bid is available from May 6, 2021. The bid is due back May 20th, 2021. Please contact the senior purchasing agent of the town of East Hampton if you have any questions at 631-324-4141.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Passed and carried.
Resolution 567 is 23FV Montauk LLC, grant of scenic and conservation easement, and to schedule a public hearing and a notice of public hearing. The public hearing would be held on May 20th at 11 a.m. The grantor is Mike Rinaldi, who is the managing member of the LLC, and the location is 23 Fairview Road in Montauk, and the reviewing agency is the Zoning Board of Appeals.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Passed and carried.
Resolution 2021-568 is to schedule a public hearing to amend Chapter 255, the use district map in Waynescott. The town board undertook a study of various hamlets within the town and developed a plan for each hamlet. And such plans were adopted into the town's comprehensive plan by Resolution 2020-511 dated May 7th, 2020. It's consistent with such hamlet plan for Waynescott. The town has been working with the planning department to consider certain amendments to the use district map to amend the zoning code district classifications for certain properties in the Waynescott area. And the town board is considering rezoning 6 properties located on the northerly side of Montauk in Waynescott. The public hearing is to be held on, I believe, June 17th.
Second.
I just had a question. There's actually 7 tax map numbers listed.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
It's listed earlier in the resolution, so I just wanted to make sure that's.
Oh, one of them may have 2 tax map number associated with a single lot.
Okay, that would explain it then.
Tom, do you want to double check that?
You look at page 21, numbers 3 and 4 are exactly the same. Is it possible it was just written twice?
Yeah.
I think it's just written twice.
Okay.
I actually think I had fixed it, but I probably fixed it maybe after it was submitted and didn't take. I don't know. I saw that on one spot. It was the same tax number twice.
That is correct, and the resolved.
Okay.
Is in there twice.
Okay, but then the location and the owners are listed correctly, separately in the resolution.
Right.
That's correct.
Hopefully, I hope so.
Okay, thank you for the
I'm not getting
explanation.
the same thing as you guys. Oh, you're talking about in that resolve clause?
No, in the very first the third whereas.
Whereas there lists 7, 2 of those are identical.
The lot listed with .007 is listed twice.
Okay.
So is that second
As amended.
as amended? Did we amend? Okay, second as amended.
The one.
And all in favor?
tax map.
Aye.
Aye, passed and carried.
Resolution 2021-569 is to accept a scenic easement at 294 Abrams Path, LLC. It is a scenic and conservation easement, and the reviewing agency was the planning board.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, passed and carried.
Resolution 570 is to hire an appraiser at Wellbone Woods. East Hampton is considering the acquisition of a home previously constructed under the town's affordable housing program located within the town of East Hampton for the purpose of maintaining affordable housing. We wish to secure an appraisal of this property to reflect the fair market value of the home and the land together and the land separately. We're going to resolve to hire Patricia Parsons as the appraiser and not to exceed $1,500.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye, passed and carried.
Resolution 2021-571 is bids to notice for a request for proposal. The specifications are available in the purchasing department between the hours of 9 and 4, starting today. And the sealed proposals will be received by the senior purchasing agent on Thursday, May 27th, 2021. And it's for the Camp Hero, engineering for Camp Hero wastewater.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Passed and carried.
Resolution 2021-572 is to authorize a payment to Harris, Miller, and Hanson of a past due invoice in the amount of $165.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Passed and carried. Resolution 2021-573 is a notice of public hearing in local law, chapter 209, to revise the water protection district map.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye, passed and carried. 574 is to appoint volunteer student intern Joseph Purdy to the East Hampton Town Police Department Marine Patrol Division. And that would be for a minimum of 100 hours for 3 college credits. And that would be effective on May 31st of 2021.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Passed and carried. 575 is to appoint part-time traffic control specialist Kimberly
You're
Bautista.
574. Oh, I'm sorry, you did 574. My apologies.
575 is to appoint part-time traffic control specialist Kimberly Bautista. And that would be for an hourly rate of $18.25. Effective retroactive May 3rd. Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, passed and carried. 576 is to appoint seasonal traffic control officer William Field, and that is at an hourly rate of $15.25 per hour, and that would be effective on June 20th, 2021.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Carried. Resolution 2021-577 is to appoint additional members to the 2020 Immigrants Citizens Advisory Committee for the 2021 year. And they include David Hillman, Jane Mering, and Lena Tabori.
Second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye, passed and carried. Resolution 578 is to amend UR map EH10.
Second.
Favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Passed and carried. 579 is to appoint seasonal traffic control officers for 2021.
Second.
Kimberly's on here again, and she's at a rate of $18.25. David Alvarez, $14.50. Gregory Byrne, $14.50. Joseph Chaco, $14.75. Paul Gonzalez, $14.75. Austin Ganga at $15. Christine Gutierrez at $14.50, and James McGuire at $15, and that's permitted for them to work until November 1st, 2021.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
That's carried. 580s to approve license agreement with U.S. Coast Guard for security camera installation down at Star Island docks area.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Passed and carried. 581 is to amend resolution number 2021-471, accept bid EH21-15 Montauk Sand Replenishment 2021 Patrick Bistrian Jr. And this is to revise the resolve, and that would just amend the resolve to resolve the bid of Patrick Bistrian Jr. Incorporated in the total amount of $764,150, 44.95 cubic yards from Fund Line A3640-54520 is hereby accepted. Senior purchasing agent is hereby authorized to issue purchase orders in accordance with town bid specs and bid submission to the contractor.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Passed and carried. By the way, that work is ongoing and is looking really good. We're getting very close to completing it. Should be done by the middle of this month. Resolution 582 is to extend contract EH20-14, printing of envelopes and business cards 2020, Montauk Printing and Ridgewood Press.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Passed and carried. 583 is the joint municipal bidding, Eastern Suffolk BOCES, and this is resolved that the town will participate for a one-year term with BOCES at an annual fee determined by Eastern BOCES, act as lead agency, and that annual fee is going to be $2,900. That's recommended by Jeannie Gross, our purchasing agent. This saves us quite a bit of money.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Carried. 584 is notice to bidders, Police Department, rooftop ladder, access ladder, assembly bid, EH21019. The bid's available May 6th, due back on June 21st.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Passed and carried. Resolution 585 is to pay out the resignation of Justin Soloff, and this would be for total payout vacation time of $6,754.39. Personal time, $2,412.28. Holiday time, $2,894.74. Worked holiday time, $723.68. Night differential time, $2,244.71. Less appropriated clothing allowance of $633.33 for a gross total payout of $14,396.47.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Passed and carried. 586 is notice to bidders, EH21-21 Springs Library roof replacement. The bid is available May 6th, 2021, and due back on June 3rd, 2021.
Second.
Favor?
Aye.
Passed and carried. 587 is to authorize payment, whereas it's been ascertained the Police Department records that 2020 West Publishing Corp. Invoice is never paid. There's an outstanding amount of $368.40 that this may now be paid upon properly submitted voucher.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, passed and carried. 588 is a budget modification for off-street parking. This is moving $7,000 from contingency into contractor costs in the same amount.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, passed and carried. 589 is a budget modification from the Natural Resource Department. This is for the NIPA Bill Manager Utility Service Agreement. And as we went over in an earlier work session, this will allow the town, through the Natural Resource Department in conjunction with NIPA, to manage all the town's utility accounts or on the major buildings. I think it's over 85 buildings and accounts, and that cost is $7,965.50.
Second.
That's moving from unreserved surplus into the expenditure line in the Natural Resource Department. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, passed and carried. 2021-590 to waive the building permit fees for the Peconic Land Trust for 108 Wainscott Stone Highway. This is to allow Peconic Land Trust to have the former El Molino restaurant demolished and that property restored, or have a request to waive the permits for that demolition, permit fees rather.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, passed and carried. Do we have any other resolutions to offer?
I do not.
Okay, do we have any callers on the line, Michael?
Yes, we do. I have one caller. I can unmute now. The caller's last 4 digits are 8764.
Good afternoon again. This is David Buddha. I just wanted to bring up something that came up indirectly from something that the town board did on Tuesday in amending a resolution to hire an appraiser for a certain property on Long Lane. Let me just back up by saying that every time I drive up Route 114, I remember wistfully the incident and the controversy that's almost a decade ago, old, highlighted by a submarine conning tower poking its head out of a drainage ditch that the town built on agricultural reserve land that Suffolk County had purchased. I believe that that controversy resulted in Suffolk County issuing a notice of claim against the town. I don't believe there was litigation. Perhaps there was. And I now believe, by reading this latest resolution very closely, which actually changed the budget account to properly associate it with expenditures for satisfying judgments and claims, and the property, although the property wasn't very well described, it's the property where that submarine base was built, apparently underneath the drainage dump. I'm just kidding, of course. I'm wondering if you could enlighten me as to the status of that controversy and whether any progress has been made after nearly 10 years to resolve what I think we all agree was an inappropriate and unauthorized town action to build a drainage ditch without the appropriate approvals from the county and the state.
David, for a minute there, I thought you were going to ask what the status of the submarine base was, but there is ongoing litigation. It's not settled. It's not resolved yet, and it has been a very long period of time. And that's really about all I can say.
Can you? I would like to know the docket number because I lost track of it. I usually like to keep track of ongoing litigation since the town does not enlighten the citizens about the interim status.
Yeah, David, I may have misspoken. It may be that there was a notice to preserve the rights of a lawsuit. I don't know if John could speak better to that specific question, but there have been discussions between all the parties for a number of years trying to resolve the matter. You can say that.
So am I correct that this appraisal is for purposes of facilitating the possible settlement discussions?
That's a possibility.
Okay. And if there is actual litigation, I would appreciate it being informed of docket number. I believe there wasn't. I believe it was a notice of claim, and then there was some kind of agreement to defer, it seems like forever, the resolution of the matter. And I think people would like it resolved one way or another.
I
It
can
moves the
assure-
town to do the right thing and get it resolved.
Yeah, I can assure you that the town would like to have it resolved as well, and it's been really a very long, drawn-out process, and you know we've come close to resolving it on numerous occasions, I think.
All right, well, I look forward to the announcement of some action or resolution to inform the public of the status of the matter.
I look
it.
forward to
Thank you.
that as well. Thank you, David. Be well.
Bye.
Do we have any other callers on the line, Michael?
No, we do not.
Okay, at this point in the meeting, I'll entertain the motion to go into executive session.
I move to enter into executive session to discuss the acquisition of real property, to discuss personnel and human services and code enforcement departments, and to receive advice of counsel.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, passed and carried. I will send out the link very shortly. Hope everyone stays safe and be well and enjoying this beautiful spring day as peers through my window. And we'll see you soon. I'll send the link shortly.